Why is there so much anger in battle rap? Why is there so much hate and people upset and drama? I'm gonna tell you why. It's because in life there's a whole lot of drama, especially when you come from impoverished beginnings and you're struggling and life is hard. It's always gonna be like that. You're always gonna find there's always gonna be something to talk about. And I'm not surprised why there's a bunch of crazy stuff going on in battle rap. Every now and then you get these moments. It's like these moments where it goes in cycles, where things are real quiet and boring, and then out of nowhere, boom, you got all kinds of drama going on, because that's how life is. Whatever goes up has to come down. As above, so below, and everything that goes with it. For everything good is everything bad. So when you have a bunch of people, young kids, who grow up to be adults, who live in harsh conditions, harsh realities, I mean, it's bound to spill over into battle rap. It's bound to spill over into it. It's just about being able to, I guess, evolve, man. It's about being able to not allow the problems to overshadow everything good that's taking place, because there's a lot of good. I've seen battle rap literally transform lives. You could see it on YouTube, how it's transformed lives, and it's helped people not only take care of themselves but their loved ones. Unfortunately, it's not necessarily the fault of the artist. When you're living in harsh conditions and you're not right, and things are not right, and you're subjected to all types of problems on a day-to-day, it's gonna spill over into the work. It's gonna spill over into your life. It's gonna spill over into in the art and whatever you talking about, because this is what you're surrounded by, But it's just not an excuse to do crazy stuff too, because I could say, all around me there's violence. I'm not gonna pick up a firearm and just start shooting people either. It's about using your best judgment. How do you exercise proper judgment? Like really pulling out a saucer that's filled with narcotics on it and testing it on a battle that's poor judgment. It just is. I don't care what you're going through. You didn't have to do that. And to capture it on film, because it's true, kids are going to be watching this. What are you promoting? What are you promoting when you give up in the middle of your performance? What are you promoting when you don't show up? What are you promoting if you take money and not pay or not pay it back? Or it's just a lot of stuff that it unfortunately it's the way of how things are. But again, you have to have some accountability for yourself. Like, you have to take onus and ownership of what you're doing and not doing. Come on, people. This is when you want to evolve and elevate the culture and elevate everyone who's involved in the community and transform it into something greater, you got to leave all the nonsense behind, man. Put your best foot forward. You think a corporation is going to invest in a person or in a let's call it an industry. You think a corporation is going to invest in an industry when they're seeing all types of shenanigans that's going on to this level? Borderline criminal activity being caught on camera? It's not going to happen. And then you're going to be 10 years from now talking about the same thing. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it grows. But if you're going to continue to indulge in these crazy behaviors, come on, man. What do you expect? What do you expect? For real. Especially when there's money involved. People are living off of this thing right here, You know, a lot of battle rappers want to make music, and they have. They tried, but, not many have broken into the industry to say, well, okay, that, they also have wide mainstream exposure. So they continue to do what they do. But keep all that crazy stuff outside of the platform. Like, now everyone doesn't have to see that you're a dope head. I remember seeing a guy, he had passed away, Cadillac Ron. He was in a rest in peace. He was in a battle, and he pulled out a needle and used it, like used a syringe on him in the middle of the battle. Like, what are you doing? And then he like shook his body shook after and proceeded to rap. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. That it's just like it's out of bounds. It's not for that. It's not. You have these gentlemen from URL, who right now they're the #1 league. They've been the #1 league for years. And, you have to have many other leagues that's coming up behind them. They're setting the example. But now with the recent advent of Murder Mook versus Averb, RBE is showing, from a perspective of, well, they could also be #1 in their superpower. And you have so many other successful leagues that are out there that are trying to advance the culture. But when you caught up doing crazy stuff that's being well documented, that people are arguing about, and rightfully so, how do you think is going to affect the culture? Because it's all about finances, it's all about money, it's all about economics. You want to make a living, you want to make things grow. Some people say that's why you shouldn't depend on it, because but what if that's all someone has? What if they have nothing? All they have is their rhymes. That's it. Then where they left? What are they left to do? It's about progression, man. You can't leave all that trash stuff. I mean, come on, man. It's what it is. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Think about what you're doing before you do it. Whether if you inebriated or you intoxicated, don't put that on cam. You're not, what message are you sending out to the young people? Because there's a generation that's coming after you. You got kids that are coming that's going to duplicate what you're doing. These learned behaviors, they don't just come from nowhere. Children mimic what the elders do. It is what it is. Think about what you're doing, people. Think about what you're doing and the effects that it could have. Actions affect people directly and indirectly. It's true. I saw a tweet from somebody who said, this is something that you shouldn't be doing hard drugs on the camera. What is that? What is that? It's crazy, man. It don't make sense. Peace.